And welcome to this exhibition clash between the Saints and the Bills. The Bills
playing on the road, always a difficult place to win. What does the traveling team have to do?
Well, Gus, there's no question that not only do you have to overcome a terrific football team, but you have to overcome one of the toughest environments in the National Football League. So emotionally, you almost have to find your own energy on the field. The bench has to be alive. You have to be cheering for each other. You just have to create that raw emotion to overcome what the crowd is giving.
Lindell is ready to kick this one downfield and get this game started. And he'll return it from way back at the 3. He stopped at the 24-yard line. Hill was there for the stop.
And here comes Purdue University grad Drew Brees.
They'll start this drive at the 24-yard line. First down, 10 to go. They hand it off.
And as we look at the key offensive players, receiver Marcus Colston out of Hofstra is establishing himself as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
Yeah, you're right, Gus. Marcus Colston helps any offense run as effectively as it can. Having the deep threat is vital to this unit. He's a big guy, but he also is just so strong on those underneath patterns.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Throws it up top, down the left side. He's tackled at about the 19-yard line by number 59. The offense has another 1st and 10 after that big gain through the air. He's wrestled down around the 13-yard line by Whitner. A pickup of about 7. $11 yards out. Short throw to the right. They make the stop, but the Saints will have a 1st and goal.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
First down, goal to goal. Thomas on the inside handoff.
And as we look at the defensive players, we look to linebacker, and they call him Puz. That's right, Paul Puzlesny out of Penn State. And with him, this defense is getting put on the map.
He really is a great player, and he's starting to come into his own, and that's not only due to his physical skill, but his football acumen. He's just a very good football player.
Thomas takes a handoff. And he's tackled at about the 3-yard line by Carrington. Big situation coming up. Tie game. 3rd and goal from the 2. Pass is short right side. It's tipped and falls incomplete. He'll kick this one from the 10, a 20-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. The Saints put up the game's first points. It's 3-0. Number 6 looks ready to kick it away. Spiller is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He'll down it in the end zone.
All right, your defense just gave up a field goal, but that really doesn't change anything offensively. You come out, stick to your game plan, do exactly what you planned on doing here.
So now the quarterback comes onto the field, and in conversations with him earlier in the week, he mentioned that he really wanted to get going early and get into a rhythm. Let's see if he can do just that. Handoff on the draw.
Offensively, this is a team that has nothing but upside, and leading the way is wide receiver Steve Johnson from Kentucky, who's a big play threat.
And talk about a guy that is on the cusp of stardom, Gus. I think Steve Johnson is one of those guys. He's learned a lot in his time in the league, and if you combine that experience with his physical ability, you're looking at what I think is a future star.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Passes it over the middle of the field. He picks it off. He's brought down around the 34-yard line by Parrish. And we'll have a first down and 10. They spot it on the 34-yard line. Steps and throws to the left side. He's dropped down around the 20-yard line by number 30. First down and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. It's the tailback. He's tackled right around the 18-yard line by Merriman. It's second down and 8 to go. Looking for a man. Looks right. Throws. It's almost picked off. They line up at the 18. Has a man short to his left. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown! So with that, they took advantage of the interception and added points to the board. Point after is good. Time winds down here in the first with the score. The Saints, 10. The Bills, nothing. New Orleans is ready to kick this one off. Spiller is back to receive the kick. Taken from the 3-yard line. He makes it to the 23-yard line. Robinson was there to bring him down. The offense will take over at the 23-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They go with the pitch to the right. And so now let's take a look and see some of the key personnel on this defensive squad. Whom will try to stop this offense from doing anything in this one? And the play clock is at 0. This should be a delay of game. And the coach doesn't look very happy after that call.
Well, it's so easy to blame the quarterback or the offense in this situation, but more often than not, I think it's the coach getting the call in late that leads to these penalties.
Throws it to the middle. He's wrestled down right around the 32-yard line by Riley. Nelson picks up maybe 7 with that catch. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Inside give. And he's tackled around the 41-yard line by Harper. On their own 41-yard line. Good coverage downfield. Gets loose. Looking downfield. He's looking to run. He's brought down around the 47-yard line by Greer. Second down, and they're going to need just about 3 yards to pick up the first. Rolling out to his right. The pocket collapsing. He's dropped down around the 37-yard line by Porter. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. On the ground with the tailback. It's now 2nd and 9. Ball on the 36-yard line. And looks left. Throws. He's tackled around the 28-yard line by Dunbar.
I love that call against man-to-man coverage. Just get the ball out of your hands quickly. You don't have to face the pressure, and give your playmakers a chance on that end cut.
That'll make it 3rd down. The offense needs about 3 feet for the first. Here's the halfback. Hold on, there is a flag down. Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call. And that will back this one up.
Penalties like that sometimes will split a huddle. You'll get half the guys patting you on the back and saying that's okay, and the other half are looking at you like, you idiot.
He's looking towards the left side. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 24. Looking, fires it to the left. Parrish was the intended receiver on the play. They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Give to the tailback. Gets maybe a couple. Facing another third down situation, they've converted 2 so far on this drive. It looks like there's a penalty. Looks like the offense is a little excited down there.
There's nothing that deflates a defense more than a third down penalty. You keep the drive alive. Your defense gets fatigued. It just can't happen.
Looks like someone on the offense tried to get an early start.
A lot of pressure on those third down situations. The defender trying to make a good play gets a little overly aggressive, and now it's first down.
Checks down to the short pass. And he's dropped as soon as he makes the catch. Actually loses a yard with that completion.
Boy, that's just great anticipation by the defense there. They saw that play coming and were all over it.
This will be about a 40-yard field goal. It's up and it's good. So that will make the score the Bills 3, the Saints 10. Buffalo will be kicking off. Moore stands back to field the kick. Camps under it. He will start from his own 5. The Saints will look to build momentum by getting another touchdown on this series. They'll set up shop at the 19. And we'll have a first down and 10. They give it off here. He's wrestled down around the 23-yard line by McGee. Second down and 5 to go. And we've come to the end of one with the score 10-3. Welcome back to New Orleans. This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call.
I think those are just embarrassing. You go back to the huddle and you hang your head and you give it, sorry. Sometimes those linemen look like little kids when they come back after penalties.
He's going to his right. Throws. And he's tackled around the 32-yard line by number 30. First down and 10. They spot it at their own 32. Bush gets the call. He's brought down at about the 37-yard line by Kelsey. It's now 2nd and 5. Fires a strike to the right. He's dropped down at about the 45-yard line by Kelsey. From their own 45-yard line. Passes out to the left. He's tackled at about the 41 by Davis. It's 1st and 10. Bush gets the carry. He's wrestled down around the 36-yard line by Moats. It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 36. Has a man open in the middle. And he's tackled around the 25-yard line by Posluszny. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Flips it out short to his left. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Surveys the field. Going down the middle with it. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one.
Whoa, that was really lucky that one wasn't picked off. Not a good decision at all there.
Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Looked like someone might have jumped.
Well, if you want to know why Pee Wee football coaches make you run a lap if you jump off sides, it's because it can really have a negative impact on your offense, just like that one.
Has a man to his right. He's brought down around the 12-yard line by Posluszny. First down, 10 to go. Brought down behind the line.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that eighth man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
They're looking now at 2nd and 11. Bush off the right side. He's dropped down right around the 12-yard line by number 59. $11 yards out. Goes through his progression. They make the stop, but the Saints will have a 1st and goal. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
New Orleans is trying to make this a 2-score game. He didn't get back to the line. 4 yards will get them in for the score. Breeze with the pitch. Touchdown, Saints.
It's such a luxury to be able to hand the ball off to a player with those kinds of moves, you know, especially when you get down inside the 10-yard line because you know the defense is packed in and there's just less room to maneuver.
Hartley is good on the point after. New Orleans looks ready to kick it away. Spiller is back to receive the kick. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Number 20 was there to bring him down. They'll get the ball here at the 22-yard line. And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Here's the give. He's tackled at about the 25-yard line by number 97. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. Looks left. Here's a short pass. And the pass is incomplete. No completion that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. Short throw to the right. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
Fourth down. The Bills are lining up to punt this one away. Bush will take off at the 31.
Man, those guys were flying down the field. He didn't have a chance on that one. His blocker's got to do something for that poor guy out there, or he's going to get killed.
The offense will start at the 32-yard line. First down and 10. He's looking down the middle. Throws. The completion nets them about 7.
Those slant routes against zone coverage, you find out what kind of man you are in a hurry because you never know who's going to hit you on one of those.
They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. He's wrestled down right around the 42-yard line by Posluszny. It's first and 10. Bush takes a handoff. And he's tackled at about the 43-yard line by number 59. Brings up second and 9 on their own, let's say 43. Dumps it short. He's brought down around the 45-yard line by Kelsey. They line up at the 45. Searching for an open man. Probably a good decision to throw it away. They line up at the 45. Looks right. Throws. And he's knocked out at the 27.
The quarterback is having some success with this matchup. What do you see here, Chris?
Well, after a big gain like that, the quarterback may try to target this guy for really the rest of the game. It'll be interesting to see how this matchup progresses now that he's found a bit of an opening.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Just gets it off. He's dropped down right around the 10-yard line by Whitner. First down, 10 to go. Pass is short right side. He's tackled just outside the goal line by Taylor. Pass completed, gain of 9. Second and less than a yard. And there's 2 minutes remaining in the half. Here's a pitch left side. Watch out. Touchdown!
You love to see a halfback with absolutely no fear. Once he saw that goal line, he knew he was going to stick it in.
Hartley tacks on the extra point. Number 6 is ready to kick this one off. Parrish is deep, looking to return the kickoff. And he'll return it from way back at the 3. He makes it to the 23-yard line. David was there for the stop.
The Bills are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
Passes it over the middle of the field. He's wrestled down at about the 27 by Riley. Evans gains about 4 yards there. He's searching for a receiver. They're going for the home run.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Third down, they need 6 for a first down. Decides to run. He finds a lane. Looked like the containment just broke down on that one, and they end up giving up the first.
Defense is all about gap control. All you have to do is maintain your one gap. If one guy blows it, you can give up a big play like that.
Gets a nice gain on the completion, his second so far of this drive.
Yeah, and I'm going to expect to see a lot more passes to this guy. He's a good receiver. He's talented. He can make the catch and get upfield. But more importantly right now, this defense is creating some opportunities for him to catch the ball.
And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Passes it deep on the left side.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Second down and 7 yards to go. Throws it to the middle. Third down coming up after that incomplete pass. Third down now, 10 yards for the first. And it looked like someone on the offensive line jumped. And we'll replay third down.
Tough spot for the quarterback now after that penalty, because now the possibility of seeing that added pressure is really heightened.
Jackson takes it up the middle. And he's tackled at about the 49-yard line by Smith. It appears we have an injured player on the field. So, it's fourth down. The Bills line up to punt. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. And they're already up big. That return just really puts them into position to make this thing a blowout. They'll go to work at the 20. First down and 10. Dumps it out left. They'll face second down and 10. Ball is on the 20. And looks left. Throws. He's brought down around the 49-yard line by number 30. Good coverage downfield. He needs to get rid of it. And he just throws this one out of bounds. And we've come to halftime here. The score at the halfway mark is 24-3. Welcome back to New Orleans. We'll have to see how both teams respond as the second half kickoff is just seconds away. There's a flag on the play. The stop was made by number 51, and that flag was thrown in the neighborhood of holding.
A bit of poor judgment on that play. You have to be aware of the situation, and that's a big first down.
They'll start this drive at the 9. It's 1st and 10. Goes through his progression, and he's down after the slide.
And let's give the defense a little credit there. They are definitely playing him to possibly run the football. That time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him.
Second down and 8 here. Ball is on their own 11. Jackson gets the call. He's dropped down around the 27-yard line by Harper. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Between the tackles. Nice gain of 9 yards. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Has a man to his right. He's tackled right around the 38-yard line by number 97. First down, 10 to go. Looking, fires it to the left. Nelson was his intended target. From their own 38-yard line. Throws it over the middle of the field. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
And so far in this one, as you can see, this player has been the impact performer of the game so far. And we'll have a first down and 10. Still looking for an open man. He's wrestled down right around the 46-yard line by Dunbar. Second down and 7. Surveys the field. Going for it all over the middle. It's a touchdown. They're still in this. 3 scores by their opponents was enough to get them fired up on this drive. Good effort by the offense. Lindell is good on the point after. So, time winding down in the third with the score. The Bills, 10. The Saints, 24. Buffalo gets ready to kick it away. Bush is back to receive the kick. Collects it at the 7. Gets it to the 21. Number 23 was there to bring him down. The offense will start at the 21-yard line. First down and 10. Bush gets it on the inside. And he's tackled around the 23-yard line by Merriman. It's a 2nd and 8 situation now. Bush on the handoff. He's brought down around the 43-yard line by Bird. It's 1st and 10 on their own, let's say 43. Short pass to his left. He's dropped down around the 46-yard line by Davis.
I tell you, as a defense, you don't mind giving up a little dinky throw like that to the tight end. That's good defense.
They're looking at 2nd down and 6. Ball on their own 46. Looking for a man. Fires a strike to the right.
A missed chance to make a big play there. He seemed to get a little too excited and just made a really poor throw.
Third down, 6 yards to the 1st. Ball on their own 46. Has a seam down the middle. He's tackled around the 40-yard line by Bird. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Ball on the 40. Makes the throw over the middle.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
1st down, 10 to go. Short throw to the left. He's in. Touchdown.
If you get those big tight ends moving vertically down the field, they can be really intimidating for defensive backs. Good pitch and catch there.
Hartley tacks on the extra point. So, time winding down in the 3rd with the score. The Saints, 31. The Bills, 10. Number 6 is just about ready to kick this one away. Parrish is deep, looking to return the kickoff. And the tackle was made by Benjamin. The Bills got the ball into the end zone on their last possession. They'll take over at the 23-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. Uses a stiff arm, but the defender is still able to drop him. Breaks through the line for a gain of 7. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. That's a 2-yard gain. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Jackson runs a counter.
Nice looking play there on the counter. Anytime you see those big offensive linemen able to turn and get their shoulders up the field, you're going to get a positive play and here a first down.
So, from their own 36-yard line. He's looking towards the left side. Makes the grab near the sideline, but no signal yet. So after conferring, they're going to say he was out of bounds.
He just missed coming down with a great catch there.
Flips out short. Catches it with one hand. He's wrestled down around the 42-yard line by Dunbar. It's a pickup of 6 yards. Just about 4 yards shy of the first here on third down. Has a man open in the middle. And he's tackled around the 39-yard line by number 20. They line the ball up at the 39. Jackson takes it up the middle. He's brought down right around the 26-yard line by Jenkins. First down and 10. Ball on the 26. Looks right. Throws. Touchdown! They're back within striking distance.
Not only did he have great zip on that one, but that was right on the money. It's one thing to have the big arm, but if you're not accurate, you don't get the big payoffs like we just saw there.
Lindell adds the extra point. So, time winding down in the third with the score. The Bills, 17. The Saints, 31. Lindell will be kicking off. Moore stands back to field the kick. He'll take it from the 2. The Saints will look to build momentum by getting another touchdown on this series. They'll set up shop at the 19. It's 1st and 10. Bush on the inside handoff. He's dropped down at about the 23-yard line by Posluszny. Second and 7 situation here. Ball on their own 23. Dumps it out right. It looks like he was able to bring it down in bounds. They'll discuss it. They're not going to give it to him.
I don't care who you're talking about. That was a tough catch for anybody in this league.
Short throw to the right. He's tackled at about the 29-yard line by Taylor. A gain of 6 yards on the play. Fourth down. The Saints lining up to punt. Parrish will start his return to the 24. He makes it out to the 33-yard line. Number 35 was there for the stop.
That was really a good effort. There wasn't a ton of room for him to run, but he was able to get up the field, get a few yards. You never get upset with a punt return guy like that. It wasn't spectacular, but he got the job done.
He's searching for a receiver. Steps and throws to the left side. Second down coming up after the incomplete pass. Second down and 7 yards to go. Ball is on their own 33. Decides to run. He finds a lane. He's wrestled down right around the 42-yard line by Riley. It's third down now and just about the length of the football away from the first down marker. Fitzpatrick with the give. And he's tackled at about the 45-yard line by number 97. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 31-17. Welcome back to New Orleans. The Bills start this final quarter with the football. They'll be looking for a quick score. Jackson gets the call. Brought down behind the line.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
Evans was the intended receiver on the play. Third down and 13 yards to go. Ball on their own 42. He's looking down the middle. Throws. He's brought down at about the 37-yard line by number 97. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. The pigskin is on the 37-yard line. And they'll run him again. He doesn't get back to the line.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense. Well, this is a guy who's known for taking some risks, but that was an unnecessary risk there. Lucky that wasn't intercepted.
The offense has looked very good on third down so far on this drive. Going 2 for 2. Let's see what happens here. Searching for an open man. He's dropped down around the 15-yard line by Robinson. And they line up at the 15. Fitzpatrick hands off to the left. He's tackled at about the 13-yard line by Jenkins. Offense will line up this one at the 12. Direct snap to the back. Cuts back and he's dropped. Gets 5 on the run. Well, a familiar situation for this offense as they'll attempt to convert yet another third down. Passes out to the left. The pass is tipped away. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
The field goal unit is on the field. He splits the uprights. So that will make the score the Bills 20, the Saints 31. Buffalo gets ready to kick it away. Moore is back to receive the kick. Here we go. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. He stopped at the 24-yard line. Number 23 was there to bring him down. The offense will take over at the 24-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Gives it left side. He's wrestled down right around the 24-yard line by Merriman. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Breeze hands it off.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
That'll bring up third down with 8 yards to go. Ball on their own 25. Bush gets it on the inside. And he's tackled around the 30-yard line by Edwards.
Come on now.
It's fourth down. The Saints ready to punt this one away. He takes the ball at the 20. Number 20 was there for the stop.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Fitzpatrick hands it off. He's brought down at about the 27 by Shanley.
Pretty poor judgment on that play. You just have to be aware of the situation, and he wasn't.
And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on their own 42. Fitzpatrick will hand it off. That'll bring up second down, a couple of yards needed to convert. And it looked like someone on the offensive line jumped.
Well, no excuse there. The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but I suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
Pass is short right side. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see them driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
First down and 10. Has a man to his right. He's dropped down around the 29-yard line by number 36. Johnson caught that one for a gain of 7. Dumps it out right. He's pushed out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
They were trying to work that ball down the field. There really wasn't anything there. They dump it off, and not much underneath either.
Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Wants the end zone. The pass is tipped. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
They'll call on the field goal unit here. They might have mistimed the snap on that one. Sanders is guilty of moving early. And the kicker on to try this one looks to be a 49-yard try. And he makes it. I had my doubts about that kick.
Yeah, he just squeezed that one in there, didn't he? I'm sure he's going to be exhaling for about the next 30 seconds.
Lindell is ready to kick this one off. Moore is deep, looking to return the kickoff. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. Number 23 was there to bring him down. The offense will start at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Goes through his progression. Looking. Fires it to the left. He's tackled at about the 49-yard line by Bird. They line up at the 49. Short throw to the right. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. 2nd down coming up. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Still looking for an open man. And looks left. Throws.
As a quarterback, you have to go through your reads. That was his first look on that play, and he shouldn't have stayed with it that long. That was a bad decision.
That brings up 3rd and 10. So the ball on the 49. Up the middle. He's wrestled down around the 47-yard line by Williams. So, it's 4th down. The Saints are lining up to punt this one away. So, Chris, what does this offense have to do to get them back into this game? They'll start at the 20. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. In heavy traffic. They get to him in the pocket and bring him down for the sack. So the sack on first down brings up 2nd and long. Under heavy pressure.
He gets the sack, and the offensive lineman didn't have much of a chance.
He delivered a perfect swim move, and he was into the backfield in a flash. That's a kind of his signature move, if you will, and he's had a lot of success using it to get to the quarterback.
And it didn't look like the quarterback even saw him coming.
Yeah, he gets back there so fast that even if you have quick reaction time, you're still going to get sacked.
Has a man open in the middle. And he's tackled right around the 18-yard line by number 36. Might have an injury down on the field. Fourth down. The Bills line up to punt. Brought down just as he caught it.
Man, those guys were flying down the field. He didn't have a chance on that one. His blocker's got to do something for that poor guy out there, or he's going to get killed.
They'll set up shop at the 43-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Opts for a short throw. Colston picked up 6 with that grab. Second down, and they're going to need just about 3 yards to pick up the first. Handoff to the left. He's brought down right around midfield by Edwards. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down. Handoff up the middle. He's dropped down at about the 47-yard line by Bird. And with that, we have reached the 2-minute warning. We will be back after this break from your local stations. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll have a first down and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Bush on the inside handoff. Gets about 4 on the play. And it's now 2nd and 6. He's tackled around the 37-yard line by number 30. So that'll bring up third down, just a couple of inches away from picking up this first down. Has a man out to his right. To the 10. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
The big gain in the air sets the offense up with first down, goal to goal. And he'll just kneel it here. Six more yards for the score. Bush gets the carry. What a big-time score right there.
Well, defensively, they just simply had to make a stand, and they could not.
And he adds the point after. With just over a minute to go in regulation, the score is the Saints 38, the Bills 23. New Orleans gets ready to kick it away. Parrish is back to receive the kick. He'll take it from the 2. Flag on the play. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Number 20 was there for the stop. Number 38 gets called for the hold. They'll go to work at the 12. First down and 10. Good coverage downfield. He's wrestled down at about the 17-yard line by Dunbar. He'll get the help of the trainer, so his day just might be over. It's now 2nd and 5. And the ball on their own 17. Looking for a man. And he's tackled at about the 37-yard line by Dunbar. He spikes the ball. It's now 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Looking for a big gain down the middle. What happened there?
Well, the defense was in zone coverage. They got good pass protection, and anytime that happens, it tends to really stretch those zones and widen the holes.
That'll make it 2nd down with 10 to go. Pass is short right side. It is an incomplete pass. Johnson was his intended target. It's 3rd down, 10 yards for first. The ball is on the 39-yard line. Deep pass. He wants the end zone. It's broken up by the defender. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Looks like they decided to go for it here. Throws it deep to the end zone. He can't come up with it. Incomplete pass. The offense will take over at the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the action. Highlights are straight ahead. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.